Hey, what is up guys, and welcome back. So let me tell you a couple things before we begin. Have you ever wanted more than 5 minutes of flight time? You wanted something to be durable. Do you wanted something to have a shit ton of power and be able to fly it anywhere and be super quiet? Well, it's a Toothpick class. Hands down, Toothpick class. Not only that, it is cost effective. You can fly just about anywhere and no one will say anything. It is the best thing to ever happen to our hobby ever, period. And a huge shout out to Kebab FPV. If he was right next to me, I'd give him a hug and a kiss, even though he wouldn't like it, even though I'm not that type of guy. But yeah, he definitely deserves it. So let's get into this. Now, there's a couple things that are interesting. Both of these are good. One has its pros, one has its cons. And flight characteristics, we'll get into that video later on. But right now, let's talk about the sailfly, because this is what I've been flying all day, over 30 packs, probably even more than that, because I came back and I even charged and went out to another adventure. A couple things to take note of here. It is hella quiet, and that's if you're under 50% throttle. But if you watch my DVR, I was barely ever over 50% throttle. That's one thing. Efficient, 5 to 7 minutes of flight time. And let me explain this to you. These cheap 1S HVs right here, I just put them together with a little adapter, and I am getting 5 minutes of flight time. Like really 5 minutes of good flight time without over discharging the battery and without even heating up the battery. And I have all kinds of shitty and good ones. That right there, just insane. Also compatible with the 3S. I've been flying both of them. Absolutely awesome. And the camera on this one is better than the leader. Noticeably better. A lot better. The Cat X just has a bunch of that rainbow effect, which really did kind of affect my flying when I think about it. And this is why I'm going to come in later on for another video. I might change out the camera on that like I mentioned before. But this is a great Toothpick class quadcopter. Both of these, hands down, no doubt. And fly just about anywhere for super cheap. You just get yourself a couple, even just get yourself just a bunch of 1S's, they're always on sale. And get yourself one of these. This charges 6 in one time. And I usually have it set to 1 amp. So it takes about, what, 10 minutes to charge 6 batteries. And that's good. 6 batteries is basically 3 batteries for this, because you would use 2 to make it to a 2S with this little connector here. Now, a couple other things to take note of other than the charger, which I highly recommend, and I have been using. I have 2 of these, one that has 4 ports and one that has 6 ports. I'm only using this one. This one's really great because you could just take a big 5,000 milliamp, I think this is a 5,000 milliamp 4S, stick it in here and start charging in the field. Look at that. This is just awesome. Not only that, the rapid fire is definitely recommended. It is not overhyped. This thing works perfect. And again, the auto search is an absolute piece of shit. But I think they could, you know, hopefully they watch my channel, but I'm just saying you guys should do an update for the auto search, because it's actually, I have to come in here and use my sky zones to figure out what channel these are on, because sometimes they're really difficult to know what channel they're on. Yep, I actually do that. Or sometimes I put my Furious FPV because it has a little nice auto search. But other than that, I mean, in terms of breakup through everything, no issues at all whatsoever. Not even a flicker. I just have the most reliable video feed I've ever had in my entire life on such little, you know, crappy VTXs here. There's nothing I can say. I mean, all I can say are good things about this. And I also found some propellers for 20 bucks. You can get like 96 propellers of these. I'll have them linked down below. You can get them all colors and stuff. I didn't get the gem fans because, to be honest, it doesn't make any sense. $2 for one of these. It might increase your performance somewhat, but to be honest, I would rather have more propellers that work. These work really great. I mean, even after chips and crashes, they're holding up very well. So for me, I'm fine with these Sailfly branded ones that for like $2 you get, I think, 6 pairs. I bought like with 20 bucks, which was around, I think, 96 props, basically, not pairs. So 96 props, that's a shit ton of props. And I'm going to be needing, actually, I've only replaced maybe 3 props that broke with me. But other than that, I haven't really replaced much, which is also awesome. And another thing, on the field, do you know how annoying it is to change a prop? And what's really nice with these props is they're not annoying to change. Just boop, boop, and you're done. That's it. You're done. I can't recommend anything better than this ever, even to get started. Batteries, I'll have some linked down below, the ones that I use. I really like these UAV. They're really cheap, really cheap. They get maybe like 5 or 6 or something. I only bought 1 pack a while ago, and that's what I'm using right now. I have some left over from the Eachine ones. And these 3S HVs will give you a lot of flight time. And what I noticed also is the motor runs a lot cooler than the leader. So take that in mind also. keep that in mind. Take it however you want to take it. And again, I'll have a nice little shootout between these two, and I'll also have the Eachine Daredevil coming in, and we'll also have that in the mix as well. But I can't recommend anything else on this planet. I don't know if I'll be able to recommend any other micro other than the Toothpick class. And this is the future, to be honest, especially with all this regulation, all this bullshit. And even I got hit with a little shitty band. Actually, I was framed. Supposedly a cow ran away from me, but it was actually sitting next to me watching me. Anyways, I'll get into that in a later video. And everything's linked down below. Go ahead and check it out. See what I recommend. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.